After a truly awful roughing the passer call against the Miami Dolphins on Sunday, the frustration from Micah Parsons was palpable. He was not happy that a flag was thrown for simply making a football play. And for good reason. That's because Micah hasn't drawn a penalty against an opposing player in quite some time. The saga with Micah Parsons and the officiating crews continue, as we have now hit 38 consecutive quarters without him drawing one holding penalty. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 9.5 games. This has gotten so out of hand, and I'll explain what it all means in this video, so let's get into it. If the NFL has shown anything this season, it's that they know Micah Parsons can wreck games. He's seen the most double teams in the entire NFL at 33% of the time. So out of 100 pass rushing snaps, Micah will see 33 of those be a double team block. The next closest is Myles Garrett, who sits at 30%, and the next closest being Nick Bosa at 26. Despite all of those double teams, Parsons still has the highest pass rush win rate across the league by a wide margin. He has won on 38% of his reps this year, 10% higher than the next closest guy, who is once again Myles Garrett, sitting at 28%. Micah really sits at the top by himself, winning an insane amount of reps. For reference, Micah has 12 more wins than TJ Watt, despite playing 57 less snaps. He's been wrecking game plans all year. Teams do not want to drop back and throw the football with Micah rushing the passer. But there has been a way to neutralize him, and that's just blatantly holding him. I mean, it's not getting called, so why not? There are tons of pictures out there just like this one where somehow he's being held by two different people, and guess what? It didn't get called. On this play where that picture came from, Micah is so blatantly held, it's not even funny. But what really frustrates me is it gives Tua enough time to sit in the pocket and make a throw down the field for a 20-yard gain. That is 30 yards of field position on one play. If they call that a hold, Miami is at 1st and 20 instead of having 1st and 10 on like the 38-yard line. Stuff like that changes and decides games. And that's what I just can't get over. Most NFL offenses struggle to move the ball after a holding call. Not always, but a lot of the times, it's a drive killer. We've seen it kill a number of Cowboys drives this year. It gets the offense out of their rhythm, puts them behind the sticks, and then they usually have to punt or attempt a field goal. They're holding Micah because he's simply better than them. These offensive tackles that are getting away with these holding calls are winning their rep, keeping Micah out of the play, and it's costing the Cowboys defense. Holding calls matter. They lead to points or no points. They decide games. I had a thought on this, and I'm pretty sure the Cowboys have, but shouldn't this coaching staff be going up to the officials in pregame and saying, hey, Micah's been held a lot the past few weeks. Keep an eye on that today. I mean, it has to be something that Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn have discussed with each other and with the game officials. There's no way you can go about playing a game without putting that in people's minds. Because it's been 9.5 games, and we've seen a plethora of holding calls that have been missed time and time again. 9.5 games. And it doesn't seem like it's going to be letting up anytime soon. In this video, I'm not saying I want Micah to draw a holding call on every single drive, although he could. But 9.5 games seems absolutely impossible for a player of his caliber. You're telling me that all of these left tackles and right tackles, left guard, right guard, have not held Micah Parsons one time in 9.5 games. One of the best pass rushers in football not being held at least once, that's impossible. And I can say it's impossible because we have pictures and videos to back it up. He just hasn't gotten a single call, and Jeff Saturday was right. If teams know they won't call it, hold him. Don't give up a sack. It's egregious by NFL officiating, and it gets more and more embarrassing as the weeks pass on. This conversation has gotten a lot of traction on social media the past few weeks, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Micah get a holding call early in the Lions game this weekend, just so everybody will be quiet. But don't expect to see much more after that. Tell me what you guys think about this conversation down below in the comments. Will Micah get a holding call on Saturday night, or are we going to extend that streak to 10.5 games? Also, why do you think Micah's not getting these holding calls? Does the NFL hate the man? Let me know what you think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. I love you all. Bye.